What's up, guys? Austin Dunn back again with another video. And today I have an awesome video for you guys. So a lot of people have been asking me on my Instagram and the YouTube comments on how they can build their traps up, these things right here, without the use of any weights. And guess what? I know how to do that because a lot of people ask me how I build my traps up without the use of any weights either. So today I'll be giving you a list of exercises you can do in order to build up your traps. Alright, so in weightlifting, you know, a lot of people get weights or dumbbells or barbell and they do shrugs, right? Well, in calisthenics, bodyweight training only, this is not the case. We're going to be doing the opposite of a shrug. So a shrug, you're getting the weights and you're pulling yourself up. But in bodyweight exercises, we're going to be doing a reverse shrug, which is doing something that pulls our shoulders down. So down. And this means that we're going to be doing our vertical presses. So I'll be giving you a list of vertical presses you can do from beginner to advanced to help build your traps up. Alright, so the first exercise to build your traps up that a beginner can do that isn't too hard is called a pike press. Now what you want to do in order to do a pike press is get on the ground, put your hands on the ground as such, bring your feet up and try to remain a vertical stance as much as you can. And what you want to do once you're in this position is come straight down. It looks as follows. You might feel it in your shoulders and your traps, hopefully. So in order to keep it in the traps and in the shoulders, what you want to do is keep it as vertical as you can, as stated before. So come down straight head on. Straight head. Notice as I'm keeping it as vertical as I can. A lot of people, and I keep repeating vertical because a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they do this. They start out vertical like this, but over time they start doing this. It becomes more of a lifted push-up or something. So that's the pike press. That is an easy exercise that beginners can start off with. And once you become more advanced and stronger, you can move on to the next exercise progression in order to build up your traps. Alright, the next exercise that you can do once you master the normal pike press is what's called an elevated pike press. Now, I don't have this chair for no reason. You're going to be using a chair. So what you want to do is get any type of elevation, a chair, a stool, doesn't matter, as long as you can put your feet up on something. And this is how the elevated pike press looks. So it's just like the normal pike press I showed in the beginning, but your feet are going to be up like this. And then you want to do exactly the same thing I said before, but you come straight down. You'll notice with this exercise that it is a little bit harder, and that is the point. So once you master the normal pike press, move on to this pike press, and you should feel it in your shoulders and in your traps even more due to decreased leverage. Alright, the next exercise that you can do in order to build your traps after you master the pike press and the elevated pike press is a calisthenic favorite, and this is the wall handstand push-up. Now, in order to perform this, of course, you're going to need some type of wall or barrier, and what you want to do is do this. So I personally do a stomach to wall because if you do a stomach to wall, it gives a more real feeling of performing a freestanding handstand push-up, which will help you in the future. But if you want to, you can do it back to wall. But I'm gonna show you my way of doing it, which is stomach to wall. So it looks as follows. You come up and you walk up on the wall. Don't hurt yourself, go slow if you need to. And then from there, you line your feet up straight like this. Extend your arms out all the way. Shrug out your shoulders. Like this is not shrugged out, and this is. So come like this, then come straight down into a handstand. Push up. Then once you're done with your completed reps, just walk back down. Now personally, I incorporate that exercise into my push day routines, and that is the main exercise that I use in order to build my traps. However, like I said, if you're not strong enough, you can work your way up into this exercise through time and through strength building. Alright, the next trap exercise I'm going to show you, or vertical press movement that I'm going to show you to build your traps, is a really advanced exercise. So if you do this exercise, make sure that you have the wall handstand push-up mastered and all the basic pike presses, alright? And this is called the one arm pike press. So what we're doing here is just keep on decreasing leverage, making it harder on the shoulders and the traps, thus creating bigger muscles and more strength, right? So this is how it looks like. just like the Pike Press, you come in straight like this, but instead you straddle your legs out to help maintain balance, and you take it out one arm, then come down straight vertical. As you can see, it is pretty hard exercise that a lot of people won't be able to do their first try, so you must work your way into this. But if you don't want to take the wall handstand push-up route, then work your way into this, there is a way to do this assisted, and I'll show you how to do it. So what you want to do is grab a chair or something that you can hold on to, and do the steps just like I said before. So straddle your legs, hold your hand out like this, and while holding onto the chair out like this with an extended arm, come down just like this. Essentially, it is the same as that exercise, except for you're getting help or being assisted by holding on to the chair, which increases leverage, which makes it easier. And it's a pretty good progression tool in order to get to the full one-arm pike press. Alright everybody, I showed you all the vertical presses that you can do to help build your traps up. And then here's a little bonus exercise you can do after you've done your exercise. So what you want to do is do whatever list of vertical pushes that you want. Do the exercise, and then right after I want you to do this superset, right? So you bring your hands up, and then what you want to do, keep your hands all the way extended like this. What you want to do is push the air. So push the air. And what you're doing basically is an upward shrug with no weight, right? And it feels easy now, but after you completed a set of handstand push-ups or a set of pike presses, it's going to be hard, and it's going to be that extra growth factor for your traps. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I enjoyed making it. If this video helps you out or you learned something new, please give this video a thumb up, subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. If you want any more tutorials, just let me know. Post it down in the comment box below, and I'll be back soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.